Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about every game happened on Thursday, January 8th, 2026. The first game is the Charlotte Hornets. They lost to the Pacers at home, barely 114-112. Siakam, great one, 30 points, 14 rebounds, 3 threes. Aaron Nesmith needs to be rostered, 16 points, played 35 minutes, hit 3 threes. He's going to give you some solid points and threes and maybe a little bit of rebounds as well and some defensive stats. They started Jay Huff, but again, he had 5 fouls in 24 minutes. It doesn't matter. He had 3 blocks. And where is our friend Isaiah Jackson? He's been out of the lineup. I don't know if he's hurt, but he could be a good stream. TJ McConnell actually got 27 minutes. Had a big one, 23 points, 8 assists with 4 steals. But it is versus the Charlotte Hornets. TJ, I thought that with all the injuries, you're gonna give this guy 25 to 30 minutes because he played so well last year in the playoffs. But so far that hasn't been the case. So let's see if this is a trend moving forward. The next game he plays 27 minutes. It doesn't really matter what the stat he put up. It's just really about the minutes. Then we could definitely stream him. Quentin Jackson, 18 minutes. Not much else. I don't think we should be trusting him. For the Charlotte Hornets, across the board, everybody. Well, Lamelo came off the bench and popped off. He actually took more shots coming off the bench. So, what's going on there? Why is he coming off the bench? Again, the minutes are low. So I guess they're load management him. Since I don't know November, just playing low minutes, which is okay. 33 minutes at least is better than playing just 30 games. 33 points, 8 assists, 3 steals, and 7 threes. I feel like if Lamelo keep this up, playing just 27 minutes, next year he could be a sneaky good pick if you can get him again in the third round. Because next year the Charlotte Hornets they're going to be better, and they might have something to compete for. We don't know for sure, but yeah, next year they could be good. Another year of Kanipo, right? Ryan Cockburn and Diabate, they're pretty solid bigs. Of course, Brandon Miller gets another year, who did not have a good game here, and Colin Sexton started, but just 18 minutes. Diabate right now needs to be rostered. 1 block, not the best game here, but the minutes is just huge without Cockburn. So Miles Bridges, 19 points, played okay, and Kanipo hit 2 threes. Moving on to the next game, we have how many games we have? Yeah, wow, we only have 3 games because one of those games got postponed. The next game is the Timberwolves beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 131-122. Donovan Mitchell, 30 points, great, 2 threes, got to the line 9 times, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell on the season, let's see. He's actually been pretty good, 7th ranked player, beating his average draft position, I'm sure, and played 35 games as well. So barely missed any games, averaging 30 points, 4 threes, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Like all these are great numbers, and got to the line 6 times. And I'm really surprised to see, Donovan is actually shooting 50% from the field this year, 50%. And given that he takes so many threes, this is actually incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Like Kawhi Leonard is only shooting 49%, and Kawhi doesn't take as many threes as him. And maybe Kawhi takes more tougher shots within the Clippers offense, but my God, he's having a great year. Mobley, 1 block, 19 points. It's okay. And Jarrett Allen played 30 minutes, so his minutes has been ramping up a little bit. So I guess that's that's definitely good for him, for his value the rest of the way, right? If he can just play 3 or 4 minutes a game. And Garland, 8 assists and 16 points and 2 steals. Just happy that Garland is healthy and playing. And Sam Morrow came off the bench. He's been so consistent hitting those threes. So the best 3-point streamer out there at the moment. For the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels went off, 26 points, 11 for 14. Randall, he's really had an up and down season. Beginning of the season, without Anthony Edwards, he's popping off. On the season overall, he's still a 41st ranked player. But at one point, he was a top 10 player without Anthony Edwards. This year, the points have come down 22 points, 7 rebounds. That honestly is lower than I think his average probably. 5.7 assists is really good. He's shooting 81% from the free throw line. So, the free throw line thing still, I think he was shooting like 85%, so he regressed a lot since then. But, I think he's still like 80%, which is an improvement from beginning of his career. But of course, he's not really getting a lot of defensive stats, even playing on the Timberwolves. Rudy had 13 rebounds, 2 steals, 11 points. Pretty good. Rudy has just been really consistent this year. Anthony Edwards, 25 points, 9 assists with 4 threes. Looks good. And Dante hit 6 threes. Yeah. Big game from Dante. That's what you like to see. And, this year he's a must roster. Just the threes and the steals he get you is incredible. The last game of the night, because the Chicago game, it got postponed because I think I saw the footage. The floor literally looks like it melted. I don't know, like they had a different game before. People saying it's a hockey game. Is that why the floor just collapses underneath, and it's not something they can fix in the short term? So you don't see that very often. So I wonder how they're gonna reschedule this. But the visiting team, it must sucked for them. If they have to remake this game, they gotta travel here. I guess travel to Miami during winter is not so bad for Chicago, but still, they gotta have to remake the schedule, I think. The next game is the Dallas Mavericks, the last game of the night. To be honest, I feel like the Mavericks are kind of cooked. They lost to the Jazz, and AD, they trading him. They keep talking about trading him. Yeah, I think it might be good to trade him to a contender. Then he could be more locked in. Like the numbers look okay. 21 points, 11 rebounds, but he's not getting to the line. He's just taking all jump shots, and a steal and a block. Definitely not top 10. Given the way he's playing right now, and Anthony Davis right now this year is 25th ranked player. Of course, the rank's a lot lower because he's shooting 72% from the free throw line. He's only getting there 4 times a game as well. He's still getting you the defensive stats, but 1.7 blocks, right? If he's more locked in on defense, he could get you more, and 1.1 more than 1.1 steals as well. It's just so long, it's just so easy for him to get his hands in the passing lane. But yeah, AD has been disappointing overall this year, and the concern, of course, is if he stay on the team, and the Mavericks right now, they are, what are they? They're 11th, so in the West, so it's not like they're out of it. Right now, they actually tied with Clippers. So if they keep playing like this, they might be out of the play-ins. They might just blow it up. And that's not also, they say that Kyrie Irving is, he's ramping up. Sure, like I'm not super high on Kyrie this year, just because the Mavericks really right now is looking like they just want to develop Cooper Flag. If they trade AD, they might as well trade Kyrie. So we'll see what happens. Cooper Flag, meanwhile, is playing very well. It is versus the Jazz, who don't really play much defense, but looks good. 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals and block with 3 threes. This is why we draft. He was drafted in the 3rd or 4th round, and of course, I feel like 3rd round is probably his best case scenario. He ended up being 3rd round, and he's actually playing. In the last couple of weeks, he's probably top 30 player. He's had a lot of big games in the last couple of weeks. Everything's coming together a little bit, and he hit. 3-point shot is a big issue for him, but he had 3 threes here. And RJ Marshall, we could stream him for some points in efficiency, 17 points and 2 threes. He's pretty consistent. And Max Christie, I think we could also have him on the roster. He has 16 points and 3 threes here as well. For the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen continues to put up big numbers, and of course the concern with them is, believe it or not, the Jazz actually have the same record as the Mavericks and the Clippers at this very moment. So, but the concern is how many games is Lauri Markkanen going to play? Whenever he plays, he's been really good this year. And they're giving him huge minutes to play 40 minutes. 2 blocks, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 threes, 33 points. Amazing. 53% from the field as well. Keontae George has been a lot more quiet the last couple games, not even weeks. He's going to be fine. 7 assists, 19 points, 3 steals. If anything, it's not even like struggling. He just only took 12 shots here because I guess the defensive team, the defense has to respect him a little bit more. So the shot attempts come down a little bit. Bryce Escobar, for whatever reason, they give him big minutes. So yeah, we could stream him. And Kevin Love had 10 rebounds. I guess they just refused to give Filipowski more minutes. So that could be a concern. So there's no reason right now to hold on to Filipowski. There is no reason. Because even when Nurkic doesn't play, he plays 18 minutes. And I will say, I feel like Heyman and Lauri Markkanen may not be the best fit, just because I feel like ideally, same thing when Jusuf Nurkic. Ideally, you want to Walker Kessler, but of course he's out for season. You want to Walker Kessler next to Lauri Markkanen to really boost the defense in the paint, but they don't have that guy right now this year because he's out for season. Cody Williams, Isaiah Collier came off the bench, had 6 assists, just very consistent, getting you those assists. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.